Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today, what we're going to be working on, no parts have shown up for the STI still. So I think what I'm going to do today is just pull out the seats, pull out the center console, and really just vacuum underneath them. I noticed after I cleaned last time that there was still a lot of crap underneath the seats. And also, as you can see, the carpet in the car has kind of come untucked from all the trim. It's kind of loose over here as well. So we're just going to get all that tucked up. So we'll pull the seats out, pull the center console out, fix the carpet, get everything tucked back in, and clean it all up. Pulling the seats on these is really not that hard. It's just like 4 bolts, I think, a few plugs, and that's really it. But first I just want to unhook the battery because there's airbags everywhere, and I really don't feel like having an airbag go off today. Alrighty, we'll just disconnect this, 2 10mm bolts, take the terminals off, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so checking out this battery for the first time. She looks a little crusty, so we'll clean up this terminal a little bit as well, and just make it not as crusty. A little bit of wire brush action, and we're good to go. Alright, so if you're looking at the seat, you have one 14mm bolt here, one 14mm bolt on the other side. So in the back of the seat, there's these 2 covers. They sit over the bolts in the back, so just pull them off, and you have exposure to that 14mm bolt. And there's also another one, you can kind of see it right down in there. So we're going to pull all those bolts out and then tip the seat. We'll be able to have access to all the wires for the airbags, the control modules in the seat and all that. And then we can pull the seat out. Alright, so now that the seat is unbolted, we can tip it up and look underneath. So it looks like we got 3 plugs. So we're just gonna unplug all of those. Should just be simple clips, just push and pull, and we can pull the seat out. Alright, first seat's out. As you can see, just a bunch of crap under here. So that's the exact reason I pulled that out. So now we can clean all this up. Really just fix all this loose carpet. See how it's coming out? So we'll fix all that, get it all tucked in nice and tight. And yeah, so we're just gonna pull the passenger seat out now, and then we'll get to pulling the center console out, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, boom, seats are out. We can now move on to this center console here and get this out, and then we'll be pretty gutted in here. So I believe it's just 2 or 3 bolts, and that whole thing comes right out, and the e-brake just obviously stays there. You guys can see in there. I know it's a little sunny, but we got 2 bolts. I think they're 10mm, or you can use a Phillips screwdriver, and then pull them out, and then we should be able to pull this out. I know there's some electric stuff underneath here for the heated seats, the SI drive stuff for the STI, and probably for these plugins. So once we get this out, probably a few clips, we'll unplug those, and we can yank this whole thing out of here. So let's get it. Alright, did a little bit of finagling off camera. So you can pull just a little bit of light pressure, pull this e-brake boot off, and then it'll expose one more screw right there. Pull that out, and then we should be free to pull this thing off.
Oh, thank you, promise you, Cody.
Center console's out. It was just 3 little plugs One of them is just pull out. These two, all you do is push down on this little back pin here, and these come out. This one's pretty large, but same thing, just push down on this back pin, and it pulls out. Another thing that bugs me on this center console is that this thing doesn't close. It's not broken, like all the clips are here, but it doesn't want to close. So I'm gonna pull this apart as well, figure that out, and you know, might as well while it's out. But yeah, so as you can see, got access to all this. We can clean all of this in here. All this metal, we can just take some either brake clean or something, just clean it all up, make it nice and shiny. And even though no one sees it, I want it to be perfect. So we're gonna pull this shift console out as well, clean underneath that. That way we can tuck the carpet underneath that as well. I believe this, actually, this might just freaking pull out now. Yep. It's 2 pieces. So the top piece should be like, yep. Oh, that was easy. Take the shift knob off. I'll be able to get the shift boot right up over it, actually. Yep. Just like that. Oh, we're plugged in. Oh, STi light. Clip that little clip there. And now we're free. Bingo. So we're actually going to be wrapping this piece. All this silver is all going to be wrapped in gloss carbon. I thought they made actual carbon pieces for this, but I was wrong. So we're just going to wrap it all in what really looks like realistic carbon. So yeah, this should be looking really good when we're done with that. Super stoked to get that on the road. That's on the way as well. All right, so now we got like everything gutted in here. We got our shifter here. All right, so now that it's all gutted, we're just gonna spend time just vacuuming everything out, getting this as clean as possible, cleaning off all the parts we just pulled off, making everything spotless, and then we will throw it all back in, and it should be looking clean. So yeah, I'm just gonna break out the vacuum, get to vacuuming. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me vacuum, so I'm just gonna do that. It's pretty self-explanatory. You grab a freaking vacuum and you start vacuuming, so nothing I gotta show you there. But yeah, I'm gonna get that on the road, and I'll be back when we're cleaned out and ready to throw it back together. All right, guys, so with the cheapest vacuum from Walmart that I could possibly buy, I know I need to invest in a shop vac, but we did get this one side cleaned out. It doesn't look too bad. The little vacuum does a pretty good job. So that's the clean side. So passenger side is untouched. So definitely made a pretty good difference over there. So happy with that. We're gonna get this side done and then clean out everything in the center console. Then we're gonna fix the center console itself because the door wasn't closing. We're gonna clean up the seats, the rails on the seats because there's some gunk on it. Clean up all the center console pieces, the shift console, everything like that, and then throw it all back together once everything's spotless. So that's the plan. I'm just gonna keep vacuuming and let's get this done. Just like that, passenger side is good to go. So now what we're gonna do, all these little trim pieces. So this one's all right because the carpet's tucked in, but if you look back here, carpet's kind of coming out. So all these little trim pieces, just gonna take off. So I already have the driver's side off. If you look, it's just a bunch of little clips. So you just pull this off, just tug on it a little bit, be kind of gentle with it. I started from this side and just pull them all out. And now we can really tuck this carpet in nice and tight and make it so it's not coming out every time. So yeah, I'm gonna do this for all 4 sides and then we should be good to go. So if you didn't catch that in the time lapse, just be careful with these. This one was pre-cracked a little bit, and as soon as I put any pressure on it, it just broke through. So just be careful with these. They do just unclip, so a little bit of light pressure, but if yours is pre-cracked like mine kind of was, just be careful. So I'll probably just get a new one of these. The rest of them came right off, so not really worried. But yeah, this one came off easy. I don't know why that one was being so hard, but all they do is just pull up and out. But as you can see, carpet's nice and tucked underneath now. Looks super clean. So now we're gonna start cleaning off this stuff. As you can see, there's just little crumbs and stuff in every little area. So I just want to make sure everything's cleaned up. Clean all this nice and good. Make sure it's all clean, top and bottom. Same with the seats. As you can see, if you look in there, we got a lot of crap just in the rails, stuck behind the seats. So we're just gonna get all that out, and we'll be golden. Guys, check this out, right? So I had some leftover wrap from a sample that I was doing on the truck, and I had just enough to throw it on here. It's a little bit short, but you know, obviously this is gonna come off. I'm gonna replace it with carbon, but just to get an example, that looks pretty sick. It looks way better than that scratched up freaking aluminum color. So yeah, definitely like that a lot better. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If we should keep it this color, do it carbon, keep it stock. I think carbon's gonna look sick, and I'll definitely take my time a little bit more. You can see around the corners, I kind of just rushed it, but yeah, looks pretty sick. Let me know what you guys think. It's made the cutout for the light as well. It looks super clean, so yeah.
Turn me up, Koopy.
Alright guys, so we just got everything put back together, and look how good this thing looks. Like, that's just game changer. I love that way more than the aluminum. And when I do the carbon, it's going to be way cleaner than that. Everything just looks 10 times better. Everything's all tucked in, super clean. And yes, I know there's a massive stain on the seat. There's nothing I can do about that at the moment. Back seats cleaned out. Just looks so good. Alright guys, so first issue. That terminal is pretty smoked out. Like, it is so freaking corroded. As soon as I went to tighten that bolt, it just sheared the head of it right off. So we're gonna have to get some new terminals. I'm just gonna order up OEM Subi terminals and get them thrown on, because that is no good. So temporary fix, last night I did find a bolt to just jam into that terminal, and yeah, it's working for now. So I have new terminal on order, and that should be here later this week. So we'll just replace it when it gets here. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. We have parts coming in all this week and next week. So I got an email this morning from a company I ordered the parent shift knob from. I literally ordered it 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I just got an email saying it was discontinued and they don't have any. So you know, that's cool, but so I already ordered up another shift knob. We have some stuff coming in tomorrow, and then throughout this week and next week we got quite a bit coming in. So yeah, but other than that, if you like the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.